host, Kyle Whissel.
Hey, this is Stephen Wener filling in for our fearless leader, Kyle Whissel, today on a lovely Saturday. And we are being joined, obviously we've got Mr. Paul Johnson sitting in the hot seat today.
Good to be here.
Nice to have you.
Yes.
And I've got a couple of recent friends in my life that actually really stepped up. And, right?
That's right.
That's right. They're behind the microphone. So we've got Mr. Charge Higher Prices, which is a great way to, exactly. We've got Mr. Scott Sorrell, and we've got Mr. Awesome. We've got Mr. Erik Swanson. How are you guys today?
Good.
Unbelievable.
Except for the traffic jam you were caught in coming down here.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Which makes me sound positive either way, right?
Exactly.
No matter how horrible it is. Unbelievable. Wow, that guy's got a great attitude.
Absolutely. Well, I didn't want to start off this show in a down segment, and this isn't about you gentlemen, but I did want to just make an announcement. These shows aren't live, but live this morning, to me, my assistant, who's been with me for about 5 years, and she is like family to me. I just wanted to put my thoughts and prayers out there because her father-in-law, he's going through a pretty big ordeal. So for all of you listening, please just thoughts and prayers to Zesty's family. And I'm just hoping everything works out the right way. So I just wanted to put that out there in respect to her and because I love her. So
Yeah.
I wanted to start with that.
Yeah.
You know, respect and just gratitude and paying attention to what's really important because we're all here and we're going to talk about what we do. But the reality is if we have an event like that and we're not here anymore, c'est la vie. That's it. So because of that, I also want to elevate the energy and I really want to move the listeners today because an impact that we have with having all these guys over here, having Paul, I mean, Paul is not just an outstanding lender, but he's a great friend of mine. And someone that's truly involved in learning constantly. So both of you, Scott and Erik, would just, he's part of the fabric that you guys also weave in life. Mm-hmm. And, right? Absolutely. Just like a spider. And Scott was somebody that I connected with through Erik, because Erik's back from a speaking tour of about 2 years. I mean, you were, I don't even know where you were, but you were gone for
I was out of here. Yeah.
You were out of here.
I was cruising around. I was on a speaking tour.
Transforming lives.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And Erik comes back, puts together a big party, and that's how I really just hit it off with Scott. And there was some amazing people, so
Thanks.
I was really grateful to be at your party.
Yeah, that party turned into like a mastermind.
It wasn't
awesome.
I'd
That's
never been to a
awesome.
party like that before in my life. I'm like, okay, who are you? I'm like, is this a party or is this how does this work?
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Party/business meeting /MMA
Right?
viewing
That's
party.
the best.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about the MMA.
Yeah.
We do those all the time.
Exactly.
We
So
need to
Paul's
figure
a
out
good host.
who's got it this Saturday.
Who's the super host?
Oh,
We,
Khabib. I
Khabib.
got
All
my
right,
money
good.
on Khabib.
Me too.
Yeah. I actually was having lunch with a friend, Pablo Fernandez. He's a chef of a company called Secret Table.
Okay.
And that's really what they specialize in.
Pablo.
You know Pablo?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my really, really good
everybody.
friends. I've known him forever.
I should work for missing persons.
Yeah. So he does. He was talking to me because this company in LA that does these big fundraisers. They brought him in every 6 weeks. They do these like mastermind dinners. It's like $5,000 to $10,000 a plate. And I was telling him like he's always had such a knack for that, intertwining food and masterminding and business, and they're always the most fun parties.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And so engaging because you're not just, again, you stop drinking, right?
Yeah.
So that element is not really part of the party for you. So you can actually be engaged.
That's right.
And then when you're just sharing, everybody's just sharing openly about who they are really. And you get a flavor for, oh my God, there's so much commonality at this party. So many, like, you were responsible for so many engagements.
Thanks, man.
Not
Appreciate it.
marriage engagements.
Thank
just
you.
Regular engagements,
Yeah,
right?
thank you.
And that's a pretty fantastic trait to have because I'd never, ever been to a party that was, who are you? And
Yeah.
let's share, everybody, who are we?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty fascinating.
Thanks. So one of the rules that we had that evening, I mean, it was early. It was we set it up at 5 o'clock.
Dude, I
or
was there at
something,
3. I reserved
Oh, were
the
you
spot.
there? You were reserving the table. That's right.
Yeah.
But we wanted to just kind of, see the sunset and so forth, but hang out. And what we did was just go around the table. Like, there were about 25 of us, and everyone just say who you are and how you met us. What was your first interaction with us? And it was pretty cool. And there were a lot of people like, this is my first interaction, and you guys are weird. But no, it was great. And then, things come out of it, like radio shows like this.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And you guys will get to know Paul. Like I said,
Yeah.
he's of the same fabric. You guys don't know that yet, but even your buddy Roberto, they might know Roberto.
Roberto Monaco.
Oh, Roberto's a good buddy of ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just moved to Carolinas.
Yeah. He actually married one of my wife's best friends. When we got married, I said, hey, you should come to this dinner we were having to let our friends know. And I said, there's somebody you might want to meet there. And one of Stephanie's friends he met, and now they've got a baby girl. And
Nice.
yeah, so super cool.
Were you at the, this is years ago, when they were having an engagement party at a sushi place downtown?
Yeah.
I was there too.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
You're wearing the same
That was
shirt,
like,
to
right?
see you
that was like
again.
3-4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that was a while back.
5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And you live in Orange County, and you made the drive down to Coronado, so which obviously tells me you don't like this guy whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I fly to all over the country to speak at Erik's events. I drive to San Diego from Orange County.
Yeah.
And no, I can't stand the guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's Mr. Awesome.
You know how
but,
it works.
Unbelievable. Love Erik.
And,
Everybody loves Erik.
Well, there's a little story about that, right? How do you introduce?
Oh,
me,
okay.
Howard?
Wait.
So
Well,
everybody
not your story. Right.
except Wener
Yeah.
loves Erik, or I should say loved Erik.
Loves Erik now, but
Okay.
tell what I
What
showed
radio
to
show
you.
are we on?
Right?
Because you guys were like this, right?
Yeah, exactly. We were very separate.
We were like this.
No, but
Oh, the story about you and I.
yeah.
Oh, I'll just say it straight out. So Wener hated me at the
Not hated.
beginning.
That's
no,
not-
I think
no, that's
hate,
not true.
hate's a bad word.
Yes, it is.
And
It's a
that's-
strong word,
I
and
was
it's not a
very
real word.
close to it.
No.
She had a strong
just kidding.
reaction.
Yes,
to
I had a
his-
strong reaction.
A
'cause
visceral
I
reaction.
only had a flavor to his personality, and I was like, I made my own judgment, right? Which is the
Right.
unique thing about judgments. They're your own, and you don't know if they're real or not. You assume. And then what did I tell you after the conference? What did I...
Well, yeah. So recently, you and I just. So I got to tell you something that you probably don't know.
Sure.
I didn't realize you disliked me, or it wasn't. We didn't mesh and so forth. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And the reason why I didn't know is because back then I didn't care,
Okay.
and I
That's
was
fair.
a different person back then. And
So
now
maybe I was right.
Oh, you were. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's why I literally wear a dog tag.
Yeah,
that
I know. You
says
gave me one.
NDSO stands for no drama serve others.
Yep.
And I changed my thought pattern. I changed my life. I changed everything over, about probably 5 years ago, something like that. And it's just been awesome. So now we're becoming fast friends,
Absolutely.
which
I'm
is
Marco
excellent
Polo.
because I'm open to it. Before I wasn't open to those type of good friendships.
Yeah.
I was not in a right place. So
The other thing is I wasn't in a place where now I have life coaching, real estate coaching, personal fitness coaching. I actually have a workout today, shortly after this, just because I understand the power of coaching. And my life coach took me to a place of extreme vulnerability and being in a place where I feel like my foundation is rock solid, where I can be honest and not worry about what might come back. Mm-hmm. And any of those things that I was holding inside of me with people, such as yourself, I can't even help myself now. I have to say it. If not, it's like something I'm holding within that's going to explode. Mm-hmm. So I told Erik, I'm like, hey, man, I don't really know you, but I had this interpretation of who you were. And I want to apologize for having that, and I want to let you know that I thought that, right? Yeah. And for me, that was extremely liberating because I hate holding stuff in, but at the same token, I wanted to respect myself enough to be honest with you.
Right.
And
Steve,
now,
I have to compliment you because that's also extremely rare that someone would open up and be vulnerable and say, listen, I didn't like you for these reasons, but now I do.
Yeah.
And I apologize for prejudging and misjudging you. The art of apology has been lost in American business. Matter of fact, maybe it was never there. Or I should say human business.
Yeah.
But when we apologize to each other and clear the air, like you said, it's freeing.
It is.
So good on you. I mean, Erik, doesn't your respect for someone go up when they humble themselves and come to you with any kind of an issue or a challenge? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
We all think that their respect for us is going to be decreased.
Yeah.
And yet, just hearing this story again increases my respect for you, Steve.
Thank you. And you never know how the other person's going to take it. And the way you've taken it is invited me to DC and all these other things. And I mean, it's just like, I feel I would have done it regardless, but I'm so happy that I did anyway.
Thanks,
with
man.
the results.
Yeah.
And for all of you that are looking for a really fun app, Marco Polo is just this weird video texting app that I think Erik had an obsession with, right? Yeah. And now I'm like,
I use it all the time. By the way, a lot of people don't realize that actually Steve and I are on the undercard for this Saturday night, so we're gonna duke it out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to fly over there after Coco's.
So it's Connor and Khalib, and then it's Wener and Swanson.
Bury the hatchet, finally.
We're actually gonna go live on the fighting.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Got,
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. Our office is actually having a movie night.
Oh, okay.
We're doing Coco's outside.
On Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Connor Khalid night? Are you kidding me?
This was planned so long ago.
We haven't worked out, though. So I have the DVR set up at my house.
Okay.
And then once the movie starts rolling, there's a few people that are going to be Irish goodbye.
Really?
Out the back, yeah.
You guys aren't going to do the Flintstone thing where you're watching the movie and then you go tiptoe. I got to go to the restroom. Be right back. You go watch some of the, and then you go right back and forth.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a little far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got it handled. So
hey, that's why God made DVRs.
Right?
That's all I can say.
Totally.
Yeah.
And remember on your DVR that make sure you record the show after the UFC fight because it always runs long.
Yeah.
Don't make that mistake.
Good point. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Copy both.
There you go.
So yeah, we've got about 1 minute till break. And again, I wanted to put things out there and just lead with a segue of what we're going to start into once we come back from break, which is Mr. Charge Higher Prices.
Mr. Charge Higher Prices is in the house.
He is in the house. So I'm really excited to talk to Scott simply because most people struggle with asking for any kind of payment to begin with, right?
Yep.
So now we're dealing with how do I actually charge more money? So we're going to come back after these messages and we're going to find out Scott's secret. I'm Stephen Wener of eXp Realty coming to you on 1170 AM, The Answer.